In addition to Power BI Pro, we also have a dedicated mobile app allowing you to access your Power BI projects from mobile devices. You can find this app in the App Store and in the Google Play Store, so just search for Microsoft Power BI, and this is the app we are looking for. I installed it on my device already, so please do the same. And once the installation finished and you open the app, then we can switch between Report Server and Power BI, so make sure to select Power BI here, and then use the credentials of your Power BI account here to access the mobile app. So once we entered our data, we get some starting screens. We can skip with Next in the right lower part of the page. And now we are here on the starting screen of the Power BI mobile app. So this is the Power BI mobile app starting screen. You get some quick access options up here with some frequently and recently visited reports and dashboards. But more interestingly, at the bottom of the app, you have options you should know from the Pro interface. We can skip the favorites here as we don't have any favorites. Same applies to the app screen as we unpublished our app. Well, it is not displayed anymore, but the workspaces option allows you to quickly get an overview of the workspaces you have. Currently, we are in our workspace once again, and if you quickly look at the Pro page of our workspace, which you can see right here now, well, then you see that besides the data set, which cannot be accessed in the mobile app, we have all the same data in exactly the same order. This means if I now, for example, select the first Pro report page, which is the second option right here, then after some seconds, hopefully the report opens. Yes, this worked. We get some information screens which we can skip, so we got it. And we can also close this information about the view angle. So let's do that. And on this page, this is now the small report that we created directly in Pro. We can click onto these arrows in the right upper part to get rid of all the controls that we saw. If we tap onto it again, the controls reappear. With the three horizontal dots in the right upper part, we can, for example, share this report with other people or refresh the information or add it as a favorite. We saw this favorite menu a few seconds ago. We can click these dots again to close the menu. If we tap First Pro Report, so page 1 of 1 here, we get the information about the workspace and about the report that we are accessing at the moment. So if we, for example, click onto the arrow in the left upper part to go back, and now instead of this first Pro report, open our actual Pro report created in Power BI Desktop. Then, by again accessing this Pro menu at the top, we see that we can switch between the different report pages. For example, if I now click onto the line and column page, then this page is opened. You can now interact with the visual. So if I tap onto one of the bars in the column chart, then this bar is selected. I can select different years in the slicer. So all works as we know it from the desktop application. We can again close this information here. With tapping onto reset, we can reset the data to the default ones that we have on our Pro server. So let's do that. With this, the information is back. Filters, if we tap onto this, allows us to see currently active filters, which we can change by opening this entire menu. So this also works as we learned it in Power BI Desktop and Power BI Pro. So we can close this menu now. And if we go to the pages down here, then we can also switch between the different report pages, for example, to go to the tree map page now. Finally, this small option in the right part here allows us to invite other people to this report if we want to. This again should be people which are part of our organization. We won't do this here at this stage, so we can cancel this. And with the arrow in the top left part of the page, by clicking it a few more times, we are back on the starting page. Alternatively, we can again click onto the Pro name up here and select this House button. If we do that, we are back on our quick access starting page. And this is actually also the overview of the mobile app. As you see, the mobile app uses the interface we know from Power BI Pro. It comes with data accessing and data sharing capabilities, though the data access is obviously the core goal of this app. So you can use this app to access all information in your own workspace, in collaboration workspaces, and in apps. And with this, we are now finally at the end of this module. This was a lot of content, so let me summarize what we learned in the next lecture.